Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm your host for this evening of relaxation. I'm so glad you could join me. If you are new to my relaxing stories, take a second and subscribe to the channel and turn the notification bell on so that you will always be alerted when a new story awaits. Please note that if you receive ads during the middle of the story, that those ads are being placed by YouTube. I have no control over them until I am monetized. Once I am monetized, I will be able to remove the ads. So please bear with me and continue to enjoy the relaxing stories. Now take a moment to settle in wherever you might be in the world. Find a comfortable position, maybe on your couch, curled up in bed, or even nestled in your favorite chair. I want you to take a moment and breathe deeply. Let go of any worries or stresses of the day. Close your eyes and imagine yourself sinking deeper into that comfortable spot. If you have any pillows, fluff them up for a little extra support. Maybe there's a soft blanket nearby that you can grab and cuddle up in. As you breathe deeply, feel the tensions melt away each time you exhale. We are going to embark on a journey together, a journey towards complete relaxation. I want you to get cozy and get comfortable as we begin. The Sea's Lullaby. The salty air filled Beth's lungs as she stepped into the creaking wooden deck. The old fishing boat, the Salty Dog, rocked gently beside her. This was it. Her new life was about to start. She looked back at the small town, a dot shrinking in the distance. A mix of fear and excitement made her heart race. On board, Raymond, the boat's captain, stood tall and strong. His weathered face held a kind smile. "Welcome aboard, Beth," he said, his voice as warm as the summer's sun. Beth nodded, her gaze fixed on the endless blue horizon. A new job as a ship's cook, a chance to escape her small town life. It was a long shot, but there she was. As the Salty Dog chugged away from the shore, Beth felt a strange mix of emotions. Leaving everything behind was scary, but the promise of adventure pulled her forward. And then there was Raymond. Something about his quiet strength drew her in. Days turned into weeks. Beth found her rhythm in the ship's small galley. The rocking motion made cooking a challenge, but the delicious smells that filled the boat were worth it. Raymond often joined her, their conversations a welcome break from the endless sea. Storms raged, testing the Salty Dog and its crew. Beth clung to the rails, fear gnawing at her. But Raymond's steady hand and comforting words pulled her through. In those terrifying moments, a bond grew between them, deeper than friendship. One stormy night, as lightning flashed and thunder roared, the salty dog was caught in a storm. Waves crashed over the deck, and the boat creaked and groaned. Fear gripped Beth's heart as she huddled with Raymond in the small galley. In the chaos, their hands found each other. A silent understanding passed between them. As the storm raged, they clung to each other, their fear turning into something else, a spark of hope. The storm finally passed, leaving the salty dog battered but afloat. Dawn painted the sky in soft pinks and oranges as Beth and Raymond emerged from the galley. The sea was still rough, but the terrifying power of the storm had faded. As they surveyed the damage, a strange quiet settled between them. The nearness of death had changed everything. Beth looked at Raymond, his face etched with exhaustion, but also a strange determination. Their eyes met, and for a long moment they stood there, the unspoken words hanging heavy in the air. Days turned into weeks, and the storm's aftermath was slowly repaired. The physical damage to the boat was one thing, but the storm had stirred something deep within Beth and Raymond. Their bond, forged in fear and shared survival, was now something more. Beth found herself looking forward to the quiet talks in the galley. Raymond's stories of the sea, his laughter, and his gentle teasing filled her days with a warmth she hadn't known before. And when the ship was still in the quiet of the night, she'd find herself drawn to the deck. The vast expanse of the ocean mirroring the endless possibilities in her heart. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows on the deck, Raymond joined her. They sat in companionable silence, watching the sky change color. Then, without warning, Raymond turned to her. "Beth," he began, his voice low, "I've been thinking about what happened that night. About us." His eyes held a depth of emotion she hadn't seen before. Beth's heart pounded in her chest. She had been hoping for this moment, dreading it at the same time. "Me too, Raymond," she whispered. Their hands reached out and found each other. As their fingers intertwined, a new chapter began. A love story born amidst the salty waves and endless sky. Their hands found a rhythm, a silent conversation in the touch. The sky was a canvas of fading light, and the sea whispered secrets to the wind. In that moment, nothing else mattered. The world narrowed down to the two of them, their hearts beating in sync and the gentle rocking of the boat. As the first stars began to appear, they moved closer, their bodies drawn together by an invisible force. Their lips melt in a soft, tentative kiss, a promise whispered in the night. It was a kiss born of shared storms, of silent understanding, and a love that was blossoming like a rare flower on the open sea. Days turned into weeks, and their love deepened. The salty dog was more than just a ship. It was their home, their sanctuary. They shared laughter, secrets, and dreams. Beth found strength she never knew she possessed, a resilience born from the endless expanse of the ocean. Raymond, in turn, discovered a tenderness he had thought buried deep within him. Yet the sea, as beautiful and vast as it was not meant to be a permanent home. The lure of land, a solid ground beneath their feet, grew stronger with each passing day. They talked about it often, their voices filled with hope and a touch of fear. One evening, as they watched the sunset, Raymond took Beth's hand. "Soon, my love," he said, his voice filled with a promise. "Soon, we'll find our way back to land." Beth squeezed his hand, her heart full. "I can't wait, Raymond," she replied, her voice barely a whisper. As the last rays of sunlight kissed the horizon, they stood together, looking towards the future. It was a future filled with uncertainties, but also with the unwavering promise of love. A love born on the open sea. A love that would weather any storm. The day finally docked was a mix of excitement and a strange pang of loss. The familiar creak of the wood, the smell of salt and fish, the endless horizon. It was all a part of their world now. But as they stepped into the solid ground, a new adventure was beginning. They found a small cottage by the sea, a place filled with sunlight and the sound of waves. It was their haven, a place to build their life together. Raymond, with his strong hands, transformed the garden into a riot of colors. Beth, with her newfound love for cooking, filled the house with the warmth of home-cooked meals. Their days were filled with simple pleasures, long walks on the beach, hand in hand as the sun dipped below the horizon. Quiet evenings curled up by the fire, sharing stories and dreams. Laughter, like the seagulls, was a constant companion. Beth found a job at the local inn, her culinary skills earning her a reputation of the best clam chowder in town. Raymond, true to his sailor's heart, started a small fishing business. Their lives were intertwined with the rhythm of the sea, yet grounded in the solid earth. One crisp autumn morning, as the first leaves began to turn, Raymond knelt on the dewy grass. A small velvet box was in his hand. "Beth, my love," he began, his voice filled with emotion. "You've brought sunshine into my life. Will you marry me?" Tears of joy streamed down Beth's face as she said yes. Their wedding was a celebration of love and resilience. Friends and family gathered to witness the union of two souls who had found their way back to shore, their hearts forever entwined. Years passed, and their love deepened like the ocean. Children's laughter filled their home, a testament to their enduring love. They grew old together, their hands still holding tight, their hearts still beating as one. And as they sat on their porch, watching the sun paint the sky with the hues of gold and pink, they knew they had found their true treasure, not in the depths of the sea, but in the love that had weathered every storm. As the years passed, their love story became a cherished tale in the small coastal town. Beth and Raymond were the epitome of a loving couple, their bond as steadfast as the lighthouse guiding ships through the stormy nights. Their children, a bright-eyed boy named Oliver and a spirited girl named Lily, brought a new kind of joy to their lives. One summer, a young woman named Abigail arrived in town. With windswept hair and a spirit as free as the sea, she quickly became a part of their lives. She was drawn to the warmth and love that radiated from Beth and Raymond's home. Abigail's laughter, as clear and bright as the summer sky, filled their days with a youthful energy. Abigail was a talented artist, her canvases filled with the vibrant colors of the sea and the sky. She often joined Beth on long walks, their conversations filled with dreams, hopes, and the magic of living by the ocean. Raymond, with his sailor's heart, found a kindred spirit in Abigail. They spent countless hours on the pier, sharing stories of the sea and the lure of distant horizons. Years turned into decades. Beth and Raymond watched their children grow, their hearts filled with pride as Oliver and Lily embarked on their own adventures. Abigail, too, found love and happiness. Her life, a beautiful tapestry woven with threads of friendship, art, and the enduring spirit of the sea. One crisp autumn evening, as the sun cast long shadows over their cottage, Beth and Raymond sat on their porch, their hands intertwined. Their children and grandchildren were laughing and playing nearby. A gentle breeze carried the salty scent of the sea, a familiar lullaby that had been a constant companion in their lives. They looked at each other, their eyes filled with a lifetime of love and shared dreams. The wrinkles around their eyes were like maps of their journey, each line a story of laughter, tears, and unwavering devotion. As the first stars began to appear, they held each other a little tighter, their hearts filled with gratitude for a love that had weathered every storm, a love as vast and enduring as the ocean itself. Time, like the tide, crept in gently, leaving its marks on their faces and bodies. Their hair, once a vibrant dark brown, turned silver, a crown of wisdom and experience. Yet their eyes held the same spark, the same depth of love that had ignited the world decades ago. Their children, Oliver and Lily, had blossomed into remarkable individuals. Oliver, with his father's love for the sea, had become a captain, his ship often seen on the horizon, a familiar silhouette against the vast expanse of water. Lily, with her mother's warmth and creativity, had opened an art gallery, her space a vibrant reflection of the world around her. Their partner, strong and loving, brought new dimensions to the family, filling their lives with laughter and the joy of shared experiences. Grandchildren, like tiny waves, danced into their lives, bringing with them a fresh perspective. The house, once filled with the echoes of children's laughter, now resonated with the scent of babbling new generations. Beth and Raymond, in their twilight years, found a renewed purpose in nurturing young minds, sharing stories of their youth and instilling in them a deep love for the sea and the world around them. Their garden was a burst of colors, now held a serene beauty, a reflection of their own lives. They spent countless hours tending to their flowers. Their hands, once rough from the sea, now gentle with age, finding solace in the rhythm of nature. Evenings were spent on their porch, wrapped in each other's warmth, watching the sun paint the sky with hues of gold and purple. As the years turned into a tapestry of memories, their love deepened, a silent symphony played by two hearts in perfect harmony. They walked hand in hand, their steps slower now, but their spirits as young as the morning sun. In the quiet moments, they would look at each other, their eyes filled with a lifetime of love and shared dreams. One crisp autumn evening, as the first leaves began to fall, they sat on their porch, the setting sun casting long shadows. A gentle breeze carried the familiar scent of the sea, a comforting embrace. Beth leaned her head on Raymond's shoulder, and he wrapped his arm around her, their bodies a testament to the love that had weathered every storm. As the last rays of sunlight kissed the horizon, they held each other a little tighter, their hearts filled with a profound peace. In that moment, as the world faded into twilight, they knew they had found their true home, not in a house by the sea, but in the depths of each other's love. The salty kiss of the sea breeze was a constant companion in their twilight years. Beth and Raymond, their love story etched into the fabric of the town, found solace in the familiar rhythm of the waves. Their days were filled with quiet moments, shared laughter, and the comforting presence of their family. As the seasons changed, so did the color of their world. Autumn painted their garden in hues of gold and crimson, a reflection of the warmth that radiated from their home. Winter brought cozy nights by the fireplace, their stories like embers, casting long shadows of memories. Spring was a rebirth, their spirits as rejuvenated as the blooming flowers. And summer, with its promise of endless days, was a time for family gatherings, laughter echoing like seagulls. Their health, once a sturdy ship weathering any storm, began to show signs of age. Yet, their spirit remained as vibrant as the summer sky. They faced each challenge with a quiet dignity, their love a steadfast anchor in the face of life's inevitable changes. One crisp autumn morning, as the first frost painted the world in silver, Raymond's health took a sudden turn. Beth, with a strength born of love and resilience, stood by his side, her heart a fortress of hope. The house, once filled with laughter, now echoed with a different kind of quiet. A quiet filled with unspoken love and unwavering support. Days turned into weeks, each moment a precious gift. Raymond, with his eyes filled with a lifetime of memories, spoke of the sea, of their adventures, and of the love that had been there guiding star. Beth listened, her heart aching with every word, knowing that their journey together was nearing an end. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows on their room, Raymond took Beth's hand. His voice, weak but filled with a lifetime of love, whispered, "You are the greatest adventure of my life, Beth." Tears streamed down her face as she held him tight, her love a silent prayer for time to stand still. Time, in its gentle march, carried Beth forward. The house, once filled with echoes of their shared life, became a sanctuary, a quiet haven where memories resided. Each room held whispers of their love story, a silent symphony played by the objects they had shared. The garden, a labor of love, continued to bloom, its vibrant color a testament to life's resilience. As she tended to the flowers, she felt a connection to Raymond, as if their shared passion for growth lived through the soil. The scent of roses, her favorite, his too, filled the air, carrying with it the sweet ache of remembrance. The town, which had witnessed their love story unfold, embraced Beth with a warmth that soothed her soul. She became a beacon of strength, her story a silent reminder that love, even in the absence, could be a powerful force. The children and grandchildren sought comfort in her presence, their laughter a gentle melody that filled the empty spaces. With each passing season, the world seemed to soften its edges. The harshness of grief gave way to a quiet acceptance, a profound understanding that love, like the ocean, could transform loss into a different kind of beauty. The sea, her constant companion, offered solace in the endless rhythm. Hours were spent on the porch, watching the sun paint the sky with hues of gold and purple, her heart finding peace in a familiar landscape. Years turned into a tapestry of memories, each thread woven with love, loss, and the enduring human spirit. Beth's hair, once a vibrant brown, turned silver, a crown of wisdom and experience. Her eyes, though filled with a quiet sadness, held a spark of resilience that both was inspiring and heartbreaking. The house, though filled with echoes of the past, was also a canvas for new beginnings. It became a gathering place for the family, a place where laughter and love intertwined. Christmas mornings were filled with the magic of children's eyes, the house a bustling hive of activity. Sometimes barbecues brought the family together, The scent of grilling food mingled throughout. As she grew older, Beth found a new purpose in giving back. She volunteered at the local hospice, offering comfort to those walking the same path she had. Her empathy, born from her own experience, was a beacon of hope for those facing the unknown. One crisp autumn evening, as the leaves began to fall, Beth sat on her porch, a warm blanket wrapped around her. The sea was calm, its surface a mirror reflecting the twilight sky. She closed her eyes, feeling a sense of peace wash over her. In that moment, she realized that love, like the ocean, never truly ends. It transforms, it evolves, it finds new ways to exist. As the moon cast its silvery glow on the sleeping town, she whispered, "I love you, Raymond," her voice carried by the wind, a message to the stars. And in that moment, as the world was hushed by the magic of night, she found solace, knowing that her love story, like the eternal sea, would continue to shape her world. The first month without Raymond was a relentless tempest of grief. The house, once filled with warmth of the shared life, now echoed with an eerie silence. Every corner held a phantom of his presence, a silent reminder of the love they had built together. Beth moved through her days like a ghost, her actions mechanical, her heart a desolate island. The garden, once a source of solace, now seemed a cruel mockery of life's relentless march. The flowers, once symbols of hope, wilted under the weight of her sorrow. She was an elusive visitor, its absence growing at her, and a hungry beast erupted. Nights were filled with dreams, fragments of shared memories, and the haunting emptiness of his absence. Mornings brought a fresh wave of despair. The world painted in shades of gray. The sea, her constant companion, seemed to mirror her inner turmoil. Storms raged, their fury a reflection of her own. Yet, in the midst of the chaos, there were moments of calm, brief respites, where the surface of the water mirrored the stillness she yearned for. Food, once a source of joy, lost its taste. Meals were consumed out of obligation, a mere sustenance for a body that felt hollow. The kitchen, once a heart of the home, now stood as a silent testament to their shared life. The children and grandchildren became her lifeline, their love a gentle current pulling her back to shore. Their laughter, a fragile melody, filled the house with a semblance of life. They shared stories of Raymond, their voices, a tapestry of cherished memories. In their eyes, she saw the reflection of the man she had loved, a testament to the legacy he had left behind. The town, with its quiet strength, enveloped Beth in a comforting embrace. Neighbors brought meals, offered kind words, and simply sat with her in silence. Their presence a silent acknowledgement of her grief. The church became a sanctuary, the familiar hymns a balm for her soul. As the weeks turned into a month, a subtle shift began. The intensity of grief, while still present, began to soften its edges. The world, once seen through a veil of tears, started to regain its color. The garden, neglected, had begun to show signs of life, a testament to nature's resilience. Sleep, though still elusive, came in shorter bursts, bringing with it a sense of renewal. Dreams, while still tinged with sadness, became to incorporate moments of peace, a glimmer of hope in the darkness. The sea, its storms gradually subsiding, offered a mirror to her own healing process. Food regained its taste, though each meal was still a bittersweet reminder. The kitchen, slowly reclaimed, became a space of experimentation, a way to find solace in the familiar act of creation. The children and grandchildren continued to be her anchor, their love a constant source of strength. In their laughter, she found echoes of Raymond's spirit, a reminder that life, in all its complexity, was meant to be lived. The town, with its unwavering support, became an extension of her family. The shared grief had forged an unbreakable bond, a testament to the power of human connection. As the month drew to a close, Beth stood on the porch, watching the sunset. The sky was a canvas of orange and purple, a breathtaking masterpiece. A single tear rolled down her cheek, a silent acknowledgement of the journey she had embarked on. But within that tear, there was also a flicker of hope, a promise of a new dawn. The second month without Raymond brought a tentative sense of dormancy. The house, once a place of grief, began to fill with soft hum of life. The garden, nurtured by patient hands, erupted in a riot of colors, a defiant declaration of hope. Sleep, still an elusive visitor, came with infrequency. bringing it with dreams that were less haunted. Mornings held a promise of new beginnings, the world painted in softer hues. Food regained its allure, the kitchen once again a place of creation and nourishment. The children and grandchildren continued to be her solace, their laughter a balm for her soul. Their visits brought a sense of purpose, a reminder that life, in all its complexities, was meant to be lived. The town, with its unwavering support, felt like an extended family, their presence a comforting embrace. As the days turned into weeks, Beth found herself drawn to the sea with increasing frequency. Hours were spent on the beach, the rhythm of the waves a soothing lullaby. In the solitude, she found a connection to Raymond that transcended the physical realm. It was as if the sea carried his essence, a reminder of their shared love story. She began to write, her thoughts flowing onto the page like a gentle tide. It was a way to process her grief, to give voice to the emotions that words had struggled to capture. The act of writing became a form of therapy, a way to find meaning in the midst of loss. With each passing day, the weight of grief, while still present, felt lighter. There was a newfound appreciation for the simple joys of life. The beauty of sunrise, the warmth of a friendly smile. Laughter, once a distant memory, began to trickle back into her life. A gentle reminder that healing was a journey, not a destination. The house, once a place of grief, began to transform. Personal touches, reflecting her evolving journey, found their way into every room. The garden, a mausoleum in full bloom, became an extension of her soul, a testament to resilience. As autumn painted the world in hues of gold and crimson, Beth felt a sense of peace descending upon her. It was not a denial of her grief, but rather an acceptance of its place in her life. The love she shared with Raymond was a cornerstone, a foundation upon which she would build a new chapter. The holidays approached, a time traditionally filled with joy and togetherness. This year, they carried a bittersweet undertone. Yet, in the midst of the sadness, there was also a sense of gratitude of the memories they had created. Christmas Eve found Beth by the fireplace, surrounded by her loved ones. As they exchanged gifts and shared stories, she felt a warmth spreading through her. A sense of belonging that had been missing. In the quiet moments, she would look at their faces, seeing glimpses of Raymond in their eyes, a testament to the love they shared. As the new year dawned, Beth stood on the porch, watching the first sunrise of the year. The world was bathed in a soft, beautiful light, a promise of hope and new beginnings. She took a deep breath, feeling a sense of strength she hadn't experienced in months. The journey ahead was uncertain, filled with both challenges and opportunities. But as she looked at the horizon, a new dawn was emerging, a dawn filled with promise of healing, growth, and a love that would forever be a part of her. Time, in its gentle march, carried Beth forward. The house was a mausoleum of grief, began to fill with the soft hum of life. The garden, nurtured by patient hands, erupted in a riot of colors, a defiant declaration of hope. The children and grandchildren continued to be her solace, their laughter a balm for her soul. The sea, her eternal confidant, continued to offer solace. Hours were spent on the beach, the rhythm of the waves a lullaby for the soul. In the quiet moments, she felt Raymond's presence not as a ghost of the past, but as a gentle breeze carrying the whispers of their love story. As the years passed, a profound peace settled upon her. It was not a forgetting, but a transformation. The pain of loss had been woven into the fabric of her being, but it no longer defined her. She carried Raymond in her heart, not as a burden, but as a cherished companion on life's journey. Autumn evenings found her on the porch, wrapped in a blanket, the scent of the sea a familiar embrace. The sky, painted with hues of orange and purple, was a canvas of endless possibilities. As the first stars appeared, she would trace constellations, finding solace in the vastness of the universe. The house, with its creaking floors and worn furniture, held the imprint of their shared life. It was a museum of memories, each object a chapter in their love story. Yet, it was also a living space, filled with laughter, the scent of cooking, and the warmth of family. In the quiet of the night, as sleep claimed her, she would dream of waking and walking on a beach, hand in hand with Raymond. The waves kissed their feet, the moonlight casting long shadows. It was in these dreams that she found solace, a reminder that their love, though transformed, was eternal. With each passing day, The world seemed to soften its edges. The sharp pains of grief had mellowed into a gentle ache, a testament to the human spirit's resilience. She had learned to live with the loss, not as a prisoner, but as a survivor. As the final chapter of her life unfolded, Beth found herself surrounded by love. Her children and grandchildren were her pride and joy. Their lives a testament to the legacy she had helped create. The town, which had witnessed her journey, embraced her with a warmth that was both comforting and inspiring. On a crisp autumn evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows on the porch, Beth took her last breath. The sea, her eternal companion, seemed to hold its breath, as if paying tribute to a life well lived. In the quiet of that moment, as the world faded into twilight, she was surrounded by the love that had sustained her. The house, the garden, the sea, all bore witness to a life lived to the fullest. And as the first stars appeared, illuminating the night sky, she embarked on her final journey, carrying with her the love of a lifetime, a love that had shaped her world and would continue to echo through the ages. The end. Let the feeling of peace settle in deeply and allow your worries of the day to melt away. As you continue to listen, relax and drift off to sleep. Always remember that relaxing stories are waiting for you right here. If you enjoyed this peaceful time of relaxation, subscribe to my relaxing stories. Be sure to turn the notification bell to all so that you can be notified when the next relaxing story awaits. Close your eyes, continue to relax and breathe deeply. As the day comes to an end, continue to listen to the relaxing sounds, drifting off to sleep. Good night. If you enjoyed this time of relaxation and the stories from my relaxing stories, subscribe and turn the notification bell to all. Thank you for listening to my relaxing stories.